Welcome back to Santa Monica Weekly. Let's talk about the future of downtown Santa Monica. Joining us now is Travis Page, Senior Planner for the City of Santa Monica, to discuss the Downtown Specific Plan. Welcome to Studio 16.
Thanks, Chris.
We have a lot to talk about today. And let's start with, for our viewers at home, what is the Downtown Specific Plan exactly?
Right, so the Downtown Specific Plan, or the DSP as we refer to it, is a 15-year document. It's a policy document that guides public and private investment within the district. So the district is from Lincoln Boulevard to Ocean Avenue and from Wilshire Boulevard to the freeway. And it sets priorities for community benefits and amenities that we need in the downtown to make it a comfortable living environment, an urban residential living environment. So new housing opportunities, new amenities such as open space and cultural experiences. And then of course tries to tackle some of our bigger issues such as circulation in the downtown and keeping our economy thriving.
This affects a lot of people. Can anybody look at the plan?
Yeah, it's been out since February of 2014. It's online at downtownsmplan.org. We have it at all of our local libraries, and it's also available at our front counter at City Hall.
Okay, so the plan will go in front of the Planning Commission soon. When does that happen, and what is the significance of that?
So November 3rd will be the first discussion about the plan. It's going to be slotted as a discussion item, not a hearing, so there's not going to be a vote on the plan. There's just going to be taking public testimony to get the idea of what the community is saying about it, and also get some guidance from our planning commissioners while we take our next steps forward.
So one of the things that comes up when we talk about the plan for the city, especially downtown, is traffic congestion. How does the plan address that?
So traffic is an issue, and as we always say, there's no silver bullet that's going to take the traffic away from downtown Santa Monica. It's a multi-pronged approach though that we're really leaning on and talk about in the plan. A big thing is planning for the train. The train's been testing for the last couple months, and it'll be arriving here early next year and be available to pick up passengers in the downtown, take them to and from their destinations, and hopefully that takes some of the trips off the road. But it's also looking at different ways of getting around in the downtown. So we have, for instance, our bike share program, and a number of those locations are slotted to be put in the downtown area so people can go out there, check out a bike, and get around that way rather than getting back into their cars. And it's also making it more walkable. We have strategies for widening the sidewalks and making it more of a pleasant walk so people will actually be encouraged to get out of their cars and maybe walk a little further than they typically would.
Okay, so, and one of the parts of the plan that I find interesting is the goal to sort of make downtown an actual neighborhood, give it a neighborhood vibe. And part of that has got to be housing, right? How important is housing in the plan?
Right, so we've seen our housing stock in the downtown area double over the last 15, 20 years, which has been great to keep the downtown active. And we also anticipate more housing opportunities in the future, especially on sub-areas like 5th, 6th, and 7th Street that we're already seeing these neighborhoods start to expand. And I think one of the more exciting areas that we're seeing turnover is Lincoln Boulevard. A lot of people said they would never walk on Lincoln Boulevard, let alone sit down and have a cup of coffee. And we see new housing projects that have popped up over the last couple of years that are making it feel more like a neighborhood. And over time, I think we'll see that transition into more of a face of the downtown, and people will feel more comfortable living in that area.
As a resident of downtown Santa Monica myself, there's always a debate about how tall the buildings should be, and I hear that a lot of people talking about that. Is that a part of the plan, and why is that a significant decision to make, how tall the buildings can or should be?
It is a part of the plan, and we have sub-areas that basically give you development standards based on those areas. So if you're located on 6th Street, it's going to be different than 4th Street, where you would assume that we would see some of our more denser buildings. What we've proposed in the plan, though, are standards that keep with the traditional context of development in the areas and actually reduces some of the height in the more neighborhood areas. So we bring it down from 76 and 84 feet down to 60 feet. And we also have development and design standards that break up the massing above the 3rd floor and make sure that we maintain that light and air and ocean breeze that we're known for in downtown Santa Monica.
So of course the plan affects not just residents, but people who work in the downtown area and everybody who visits the downtown area. So there's a lot of stakeholders here. How can people make their voices heard?
Right, and we've been talking to those people over the last few years, and it's great to get not just the residents, it's amazing to talk to our residents, but also talk to the workers and the visitors, and it's just as much their downtown as anyone. I would encourage people to go to the website at downtownsmplan.org, and they can email me or call me. I love talking with anyone interested in the plan. And also come to the Planning Commission hearing on November 3rd and 4th, and make sure your voice is heard, and make sure that you follow us and what we're doing, and come to our community workshops and make sure your voice is heard there too.
What are the next steps? Where does it go from here?
So we're going to go to the Planning Commission November 3rd, as I said, and take public testimony and hear how our community members are feeling about the plan, and also get guidance from our Planning Commission. And then we'll take those ideas and continue talking to the public and continue talking to boards and commissions about it and getting their input to make sure this is a plan that reflects as many stakeholders as possible.
Travis Page, thank you so much for all the great work you guys are doing down there. And thank you to all of your colleagues for making Santa Monica just the best city it can be.
Thanks, Chris.
Really appreciate your time today.